here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Check 24, check 24. Go to 53.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Giants.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
36.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
He was brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
At the 45-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
To Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Switch, switch, switch. Check safety, check safety. Watch the safety creep. Check 3, check 3. Hey, 2-2. 2-2. Slant, slant.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expecting nothing back.
Check 55, Mike. I'm going to come back to you. Go 46, 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott. This to Jarwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Mike, 55.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Prescott with the give to Ezekiel Elliott. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down and 7. From the gun, Jones. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Cowboys 3.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff to Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll roll him out right. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here's a give to Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
Jones on the...
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jones. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead is now 17-3.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Cedric Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Makes the score Giants 17. Cowboys 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that, but I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. .157 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike, 55. Check. Here we go. Mike 55. We're going to 54. Why is Mike 55. Mike 55. Oh, baby, come on, let's go. Mike 53.
To throw is Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. It's 2nd down.
CD Lamb, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and this is going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On the draw, this is Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score, and now they get to go out there and do their part.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott now. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Isaac Yedem picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
First down.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Giants 20, Cowboys 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Lewis here on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Second and 9 from the 44. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
4th down.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
A gain of 4 yards, and the Giants' first down.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll fire deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Giants 27, Cowboys 24.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On the handoff, Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 51, Mike. Mike 50,
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. First down carry by Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And inches.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right there. 54, right there, 54 mark. And we got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball.
Prescott to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots this stage of the game where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
New York.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Jones pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets double.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
In overtime.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in the eating blood across the way. They turn like, I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot